Welcome to another episode of The Bug Bite, hosted by your truly tech coach Ralph, where we are engineer twin. In today's episode of The Bug Bite, we're going to be looking over this Medicare data breach that is affecting almost 1 million people. It's possible that a million people got their data leaked, and and it's a lot of people on Medicare, because that's what's been hacked. So we're going to look into that. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win. Do me a favor before we go any further. If you haven't done so already, like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell so you can know every time we go live and drop new content. And go over to techcoachralph.dev, get access to exclusive content. I just released a sprint review from the Tech Barbarians from our last sprint review, and as well as the full Scrum Night. So a lot of information, especially if you're trying to understand how things work in a technical environment, in a software development environment, you can join over there. And as well, you can sign up to become a Tech Barbarian yourself to get one-on-one coaching with me, where we will run it up together. There are no days off, so let's get it. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into this article to find out what exactly happened. I tried to find a video on it, but I couldn't really find anything yet. But if I do end up finding a video, we'll investigate that together as well. All right. So let's jump into this article to see what in the world is going on. All right. So this was written September 6th, 2024. And shout out to my guy Mitch who put me onto this. I hadn't heard of this, but as soon as he told me about it, went and looked it up, and now we are going to be reviewing it to see what's going on. Right. So it's personal data breach for nearly 1 million Medicare enrollees. And this was written by Tony Puh, senior reporter, and we are using Bloomberg Law today to review this. All right, so it says the breach began with 2023 software security vulnerability. It's always like that, right? It says no fraud or ID thefts reported thus far, the agency says, and I'm not even sure how, like, if it started in 2023 and they're reporting it now, I'm not really sure how they would know that the fraud or the ID theft came from this breach, because there's breaches happening every single day. But it says protected health information for nearly 1 million Medicare beneficiaries may have been compromised by a 2023 security vulnerability in software used by Medicare contractor in Wisconsin, the Biden administration reported on Friday. The Center for the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services and the Wisconsin Physician Service Insurance Corp, WPS, a CMS contractor that handles Medicare hospital and outpatient claims, are mailing written notifications to 946,801 Medicare beneficiaries whose information may have been exposed. So I guess Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. So that's CMS, I suppose, right? So let's keep reading. The action follow the July 8th, 2024 discovery of a security vulnerability in the MoveIt software, a third-party application developed by Progress Software and used by WPS for transfer of files during a Medicare claims process, a CMS press release said. A vulnerability in MoveIt software made it possible between May 27th through the 31st of 2023 for unauthorized third parties to gain access to the personal information that was transferred using MoveIt. The agency said in a notification letter. Why does MoveIt software sound so familiar? Just give me a quick second here. MoveIt software. Progress.com and has MoveIt. I don't know, for some reason MoveIt sounds so familiar. MoveIt is a managed file transfer software product produced by IP Switch. MoveIt encrypts files and uses file transfer protocols such as FTP, SFTP to transfer data, as well as providing automation services, analytics, and failover options. I don't know why it sounds so familiar to me. All right, let's keep going. So it says the information included names, social security, and taxpayer ID numbers, date of birth, addresses, hospital account numbers, and Medicare beneficiary identifiers. and or health insurance claim numbers. This is that is so much information. We get worried about when AT&T and T-Mobile and things like that get hacked, but Medicare getting hacked, or a company that handles Medicare data getting hacked by using MoveIt, like I don't know. I don't like how this sounds, right? But social security numbers, taxpayer ID numbers, date of birth, addresses, like, oh my goodness. Talk about the hacker, the fraudster starter kit, right? Um, at this time, we are not aware of any reports of identity fraud or imposters using use of your information as a direct result of this incident. How would you know that's a direct result of this incident, right? The CMS notification letter said. However, if your MBI was potentially affected, a new Medicare card with a new number will be issued to you. CMS will mail the new card to your address in the coming weeks. In the meantime, you can continue to use your existing Medicare card. The CMS continues to investigate the breach in coordination with WPS and cybersecurity forensic consultants. The agency will take all appropriate actions to safeguard the information entrusted to CMS, the letter said. Like, all right, I get it, right? Data breaches happen, hackers and stuff like that. They're gonna do their thing. But after this just happened, are you feeling that confident that they're actually able to protect your data? They're able to safeguard your data? I personally don't really think so. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So the WPS is among many organizations in the U.S. that were affected by the MoveIt vulnerability. A CMS press release noted. Progress Software, the developer of MoveIt, discovered and disclosed the vulnerability in a MoveIt software in the MoveIt software to the public on May 31st, 2023. The notification letter said Progress Software released a software patch to fix vulnerability. WPS applied the patch and investigated the potential impact of the vulnerability on its system. However, in the 2023 investigation, WPS did not observe any evidence that an unauthorized party obtained copies of files that were within the WPS MoveIt application. But acting on new information in May 2024, WPS conducted an additional review of its MoveIt file transfer system and found that before Progress Software released the patch, an unauthorized third party copied files from the WPS MoveIt file transfer system, the letter said. What I wonder is, see, here's what I always wonder. How do the hackers know who to go after like that? Like, how did they see that? Or do they have certain companies that they're targeting? They're always trying to attack, because, like, trust me, if you're going to be moving this type of data over like a MoveIt system, and or like, are they actively like, there's a way in, let's get everything that we can get, right? So I always wonder, like, how do they know exactly when the right time to strike is, if anybody knows, please do me a favor, leave me a comment in the chat or in the comments of this video, because I'm always so interested, like, how do these hackers know, like, when and where to strike? In coordination with law enforcement, WPS evaluated some of those impacted according to the letter. On July 8th, 2024, WPS determined that some of the files contained personal information, at which point it informed CMS. WPS is offering a complimentary 12-month of credit monitoring and other services from Experian at no cost to those affected. People who notice suspicious activity on their credit report are urged to contact local law enforcement agencies and file a police report. All right. So that is that story. Let me know what you guys think about all that. Right. Let me know what you guys think, because this is pretty crazy. I wish there was a video that can go along with it that we could look into, but I wasn't able to find one yet. But it's a very crazy that all of this would be happening. But it is what it is. It is what it is. This is going to happen, especially as technology moves forward. Honestly, the other way was when there was a bunch of filing paper, and you imagine back in those days, it was so hard to actually get your medical information transferred from one provider to the other, which now it's a lot faster. There's like things but while back then, if your file is in your primary healthcare provider's filing system, someone would actually have to break in, and they would have a lot less amount of information that they can obtain. But you also have to probably wait weeks for if you're going to a new primary care provider, you'd have to wait weeks for them to be able to know all your history, all your medical history and things like that. While now it's probably in a matter of minutes to hours, things of that nature. But it does put us at much more risk, because all this data is getting transferred through these. I mean, trust me, like, I don't think MoveIt is the only system that's been breached. That's the one that's making headlines today. But honestly, can hack into one of these moving platforms because going to different primary, like switching primary providers, primary care providers, you'll say, okay, we just put in this request and we should be getting it very soon. But in that time, like who knows who's the middleman? Who is the person who might be hacking into the layer that's transferring the data from one place to the other, you know? So that's my thoughts about it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this. Does this worry you? Are you scared? Do you feel that like your data shouldn't be being passed over, like your social security number and things like that, shouldn't be being passed over from one company to another company through these tools like Move It and things of that nature? So many crazy things can happen that we have no idea of what's going on in the background, right? But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for hanging with me and rocking with me, and for all of your support. I could not do it without you. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see covered on the Bug Bite, please feel free to leave it in a comment or email me at ralph@techcoachingwithralph.com. You know, I am here to help you and to serve you. But with that being said, do me a big favor. If you haven't done so already, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every time we go live and drop new content. And we drop a lot of content and we go live a lot because we are always looking to win. We are always looking to run it up. And last but not least, do me a big favor. Go over to techcoachralph.dev, sign up for free. You can get access to all of our sprint reviews, as well as if you get a higher tier, you can get access to all of our Scrum Nights exclusive videos that will only be on Patreon. And I was talking to one of my tech barbarians the other day. Like, you know, I spent a good about hour and a half helping them get set up in Playwright for automation. And I was like, you know what, this would probably be a really good exercise to do in the Patreon, where people can be on like a Google Meet with me, and they can and you know, like we can go through it together. You can ask me whatever questions. It might take from about an hour to 2 hours. Just, you know, none of the fluff that we normally do when we are on live stream. You know, we have a lot of fun on the live streams, and we figure things out. But this is like straight to the point. If you're looking to pick up on automation and pick up on if you want to learn automation for quality assurance, so to help you get to the next level, to maybe you took a boot camp but you did manual testing and you think manual testing is the end all be all, and you want to get into, but you see that you're not really getting any traction, you want to get into automation, maybe that'll be a good opportunity for us to do it together. I'm looking to do it on a live stream, probably for the technical explorers and up, but you know, just different things, looking to run it up, right? But I'll keep you posted on that. But that is at techcoachralph.dev. A lot of good things coming in you know, the for the rest of the year and the upcoming year, right? But with all that being said, check out techcoachralph.dev, sign up for free. And we're going to end it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Bug Bite. Hopefully you had a good time. But with that being said, this is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.